Have you ever purchased something online and gotten scammed?
No, I don't think so.
When I was like 13, somebody bought a laser tag gun for me on eBay and I never sent it to them. I'm the scammer.
You scammed!
They probably got their money back. I was like 13. I wasn't even supposed to be on eBay. Have you ever purchased something online? Comment below. And after you purchased, after you sent the money, worried, uh-oh, did I just get scammed?
Yeah.
That just happened with us, with cows. Not that cow. Not that cow. She's not a scam.
We have been talking about looking at increasing our cow herd for the past couple years to add some beef to our farm. Now we've been going back and forth what breed. Did finally settle on what breed we were gonna get our beef herd started with.
The internet is an amazing place. You can buy pretty much anything online. And of course, nowadays you can purchase cows online. We purchased our beef cows online at an online cow auction, which was super cool.
There's online auctions for dairy farms, so if you want your Holsteins, your Jerseys, your Guernseys, all over the country there's online auctions for your different cow breeds that you're looking for. I was referred to check out this auction by some of the breeders I talked to, and a few weeks ahead of time started looking and seeing like what was gonna be on.
Kay's always like super researchy and together.
Super researchy.
And of course she had like,
My superpower.
on the night of the auction, she had 2 computers open, one with the auction video live feed.
Kids. I was like, you're taking the kids.
And she had a list of every cow that was being auctioned, positive, negative, pros, cons, which is a really good idea if you're going to do an online cattle auction, because like any auction you can get like worked up and excited.
Oh, yeah.
It was good to have prepared and know ahead what you wanted to spend on who.
Yeah, as much as you can, I guess. Rooster fight. This is Little Cricket.
Wait, that's not the beef cow you bought?
Yeah, miniature beef. This is Cricket. She's getting halter trained and she's getting weaned. She's getting growing up. She has a really nice little calf. I think she's got more of her daddy's personality, which is a good thing because he's very calm.
Oh, I like grasshopper.
Yeah, but you have the halter trained grasshopper. On this one, watch how well she leads. She's so good. I know. Alright, there you go. Go with Mama. I really loved the auction. Like, I would go to a lot more of these if I wasn't afraid that I would buy more cows, because I don't need more cows. You get to your target animal, you're like, okay, yeah, this is my price. And I bid a couple times, not super aggressively, just to get that feel, like make sure all my buttons were working right. And the setup was really good.
I came in at the very end of the auction and it was going on, and one of the animals that one of the cows we were looking for came up to bid, and I was like, oh man, let's do this, let's get this one. And we lost it by like $200, the final bid.
Yeah, well, you gotta stop somewhere.
And then I was like, another one, and we're getting towards the end of the auction, and another one we'd been looking at came up, and I was like, all right, we can't miss this one. And we bid a little more aggressively, and we got it. And I was like, at the end, there was one more cow after that, and I was like, oh man, I'm so glad that we won this one. So I was just really happy, like, at least we got one. And I said to Kay, like, oh, it's a good thing at least we got this one.
I was like, yeah, and that other one I won.
What?
I was like, yeah, I bid on one. And
well, you weren't here, I actually won one.
I actually got one.
So we ordered 2 cows, and both of them had a calf with them. So
4.
4. 2 cows, 2 bulls, bull calves. They told you they had a shipper already lined up?
Yeah, they called me that night and said, you got your cattle, we'll send you the invoice, they will be at your farm tomorrow. This is your hauler, he'll be there tomorrow.
And this isn't the scammy part. That was above board. auction was awesome. We really, really liked that. And in the future, we would use them again, and we would definitely.
I would do the auction again.
Like, we probably keep
I'd love to
shopping
go
auctions.
in person, actually.
We'd like to.
Auction.
Yeah, this was a classy cattle auction. We'll share links below to this stuff. The scammy part comes next.
The next day around noon, when I'm expecting the cattle trailer to pull in at any second, I get a phone call from the organizers of the auction. So not the auction house, not the hauler, the organizers of the breed auction. And they said, hey, your cattle are here. When are you coming to pick them up? I said, no, they're not. My cattle aren't there. They're on the trailer almost at my house right now. He said, no, they're here, and we need to know what you're going to do with them. My cattle are still there. Something happened where a truck broke down, the other truck was full, wires were crossed, and my cattle were stuck at the auction house.
Which, as you'll learn, we've been talking for a while that we got beef cows and they still haven't shown up on the channel. Now you're gonna understand why. There was lots of weird, like, oopsies going on, and the scammy bit.
The scammy bit. Now, we're gonna keep saying that wasn't the scammy bit. Fortunately, we were able to work with the breed organization, who love their cows and are very proud of their breed and their breed organization, and the organization that all the planning that goes into this auction. So one of the breeders was able to take our cattle hours to the next state to his farm, where he had a paddock, grassy paddock set aside that they could stay in.
So now we're like, how are we gonna get our cows here? We don't have a trailer. We could borrow a trailer, or we could find our own hauler. Let's just find a hauler.
I started looking for a hauler that night because I didn't want to impose on the breeder who had our cattle at his house. I also would like to have our cattle at our house. That's why we got them. We put some feelers out on Facebook, the cattle hauling Facebook pages, and got some very positive responses right away. Warning, I had two messages right away from people who said, hey, check out this hauler. He could probably do it for you. 2 people mentioned the same person, and then the person they mentioned, the hauler, messaged me too and said, hey, I could do this for you. When do you need it done? I was like, well, no chance you could do it tomorrow, but that would be great. He says, sure, I can do it tomorrow. It's like, wow, everything is falling into place so easily. And he gave me a rate which was crazy good, much cheaper than I had expected. And there's the warning bells going off. But I wanted to be good. I wanted to be working out this easily. But then there's just this part of me that's like, okay, this is, first of all, how did this person get recommended so quickly? How is his price so low? And he was very, very eager to get this contract signed and get the deposit sent.
Now, fast forward to the future, where we have talked to some actual livestock haulers. And while I don't want to throw a blanket statement here, this is a bit of a PSA video for newer homesteaders who are getting into this stuff. Just to warn you, this is out there. And one of the things that a real livestock hauler told me, a confirmed, not scammy one, said generally they do not ask for a deposit because they have your animals. There's value in your animals. They get paid full on delivery. Now, I don't want to make a blanket statement. Maybe you're out there, maybe you're a cattle hauler and you like to get some sort of deposit. But he did tell me, this actual livestock hauler, generally if you're being asked for a deposit, something fishy's going on. So just throwing that out there.
And on that Facebook page for the livestock cattle hauling, they have like a whole list of names of people who are scammers who've been on there. So this is something that happens a lot. And I'm not only in the hauling world, but also like mini cattle.
What did that happened with us? Oh, selling animals too, remember? This really is a PSA video because we've been in the homesteading world, small farm, hobby farm, enough to have experienced multiple online scammy bits.
Scammy bits.
And when we were selling our pig,
Oh,
We had a total
yes.
scam on Craigslist. We had an ad,
trying to-
and the person was like, well, I just want to make sure you're a real person, so I'm going to send you a Google link to confirm your email address. And I was like, I know I'm a real person, so no, I'm not going to do that. Not you, not Hopsy? No. Sorry, Hopsy, not you, Mama.
I just did a quick search, like how to confirm that somebody's an actual cattle hauler, right? He's got these DOT numbers, they look great, he's got all the documentation he needs. But how do I make sure? Because anybody can print up a contract, put down a fake number, and then I found out you could go to a website, and Austin can link to this, where you put in the DOT number and it will bring up if that's real, if it's to this person's name. So I did that, and the number was like 234568. So it's like a really like another time where I'm thinking like this can't be real, but okay, I'm a trusting person. I want to believe like people are good. And I put the number in to that website, and it came up like this doesn't exist. No such number exists. This is a scam. I am being scammed, and I was so close to sending a deposit, and like just sending this person my money, and it being gone.
So at this point, we still don't have a hauler.
No, and I had told the farmer who took our cows and the other woman who was helping, I said, okay, I got a hauler, I'll be there tomorrow. Yay, everybody's happy. Then I had to text back like, hey,
Sorry.
I think I'm being scammed. Sorry, I didn't find somebody.
So just another testament to working with actual really good above board associations and companies.
People who care about the animals.
Yeah, we
and
worked
the
with reputable breeders, and they were like, hey, you know, we still have your cows, they're
Right,
okay.
they'll be fine
Find a
here."
good hauler, not a scammer. So we asked actual people we had been doing business with for
yeah.
suggestions on who to use, and we got a good name.
Yep. A name that kept coming up again and again as
From
someone
real
who
people, yeah, not just
had actually hauled from the auction where we bought our animals from, a full trailer load.
yeah.
So it's kind of been just a circus getting our cattle up here. A series of unfortunate events which does not reflect on the hauler we used or the breed association we used at all, just like this crazy stuff that happens. You have it down so short for me.
But the exciting news today's the day. Today.
It's delivery day.
For real. Or we definitely got scammed. My hair is great in this video. To make room for the new cows, because they're beef, they're going to be more skittish. They haven't been handled like our Jerseys. We've moved our dairy cows to the perimeter, and we're leaving the whole interior area for the new cows. That'll isolate them away from our girls. They won't be able to be together till we make sure everybody's healthy and good. And it will also give the new cows plenty of room to get to know us while still being confined in hard permanent fencing where they can't actually escape and be on the loose somewhere. So we're gonna move our Jerseys right now, and pretty soon we'll be able to show you the new cows, and you'll find out what we got. They're here, but we do have a problem already. The delivery truck that brought them is way too big of a rig. We've never had such a big livestock rig show up. It doesn't fit here, which is where we were going to unload them. So we're going to see if we can get them up in the field, which we didn't really want them in the field. We wanted to have a lot more control over the new cattle. They're beef cattle, they're more skittish. Unfortunately now, well, they're going to be out in the field without as much control. Things are going to get interesting. So it would only be fitting that, like, right up to the very unloading moment, we had problems with this getting the beef cows to the farm.
Yes.
But they're here. Let's go say hi.
Unloaded. Not where we wanted to unload them, but it's secure, so that's good. We're gonna check water, make sure they've got the water source is good for them. It's been cool until this week, and now it's hot again. It's nice though because they got nice fresh grass to eat. That's good. And soon we'll know which one's which, but right now I do not. We'll tell you names soon enough. You're gonna get used to them. Our first horned cattle. And I'm sure everyone's got a lot of questions. Like, why Highlands? Is this a trend on YouTube? Ask in the comments below, because the next video will address all the questions and concerns.
We've been stockpiling grass. We're rotationally grazing.
I'll let you do this shot on your own. This is your glory shot.
This is my glory. I've been stockpiling just for this specifically. We've been rotating our Jersey girls through this pasture, and we stockpiled a lot of pasture for when the beef arrived. They're going to need more hay or more feed throughout the winter than our Jersey girls do. Our Jerseys go through so little hay, it's not even funny. So we stockpiled a lot. We're gonna rotationally graze them through this section. They are not too spooky with us right now, which is great. Also, we do not know how much they've been trained to electric and rotational grazing and that sort of thing. So right now they have a very large area with a hot perimeter. We've already seen them come up to the perimeter. They know it's hot, and pretty soon we'll try to start working them into smaller sections and rotationally graze them through this field here.
Moral of the story is, there's always somebody gonna try to scam you. Even in the homesteading world, people are jerks.
So make sure, we like to do business, if we can buy from an actual registered breeder, that's someone who's got their name on the line. They want to make sure you're getting what you wanted. We've interviewed breeders in the past with the show who, if the animal you bought from them you're not happy with, they'll replace your animal or they'll refund you. They want you to be a happy customer.
Yeah, they want their farm name to have a good name.
When you talk about buying from an auction, there are livestock auctions you go to where you don't know anything about the animal. This was not that kind of auction. This was an auction where the breeders were there, their names were on their animals.
Yeah,
it was really nice.
A lot of information, and you could contact the breeders, or Facebook or their farm specifically. I know one said, hey, ask me any questions you have about this animal. I'll be happy to help you answer questions.
Basically, at the end of the day, if you're going to make a purchase or hire someone for a service on your homestead, you know, we sell animals on Craigslist from time to time. Just because someone's selling on Craigslist doesn't mean they're a bad person, but try to learn the reputation. Find, is this someone who's just getting rid of stuff and doesn't want to, doesn't want you to know anything about them, or do they have history? Do they have happy customers? Do they have a social media presence that has a following? Look for some proof that this person isn't going to disappear on you when things go south, that they're not some scammy, And comment below if you've been scammed by stuff. Help the others in our community. What people out there, what are the scams out there, whether you're selling livestock and you're getting scammed.
Yeah, so we told you about the haulers.
Yeah,
shippers,
the haulers,
right?
The people who wanted to buy my pig but were just fishing for my email address. Like, there's all kinds of crazy ones. Let us know in the comments below.
And, if you've been scammed, don't be ashamed to admit it.
Yeah.
I was this close.
We were so close.
It's so close.
But they're here, and they're real. Oh, and I'll link below to our hauler who was not a scammer. The hauler who finally brought them was great. And if you're looking for a good hauler, east side of the United States, I don't know, maybe he goes even
Yeah,
further.
he goes further. Yeah,
So
they go
we'll
all
have a
over.
link to that family farm who does the hauling.